How's it going, folks? So I'm going to be checking out a band here called Norwald, and I've actually never listened to this band before, so I was like, you know what? Let me check this out. They have a new EP coming out uh, tomorrow, January 27th. So yeah, what better way to get us ready for that and to see if we want to jump in and give that a listen. But yeah, this is a first time listen to this band for me, and the name of this song is "The Island of Airlevan." Airlevan. The island. I'm going with Levan. It just sounds fancier. The island of Airlevan. Sounds like this fancy posh dude sitting out on the beach, drinking some margaritas and stuff like that. So I dig it. But anywho, without further ado, let's jump on in and check this out, shall we? Rangers, go.
Once upon a time, during the summer fever.
right, so let's start out with the good, the things that I liked about this song. First and foremost, I think this will come as no surprise. The keyboardist. Oh man, the keyboard in this song was so sick. That keyboardist rocks. Oh man, he was just doing some six. It just sounded so tight. Every time I heard the keyboard, I was like, oh man, this is awesome. So yes, the keyboard, awesome. Some of the musical instrumental moments that kind of got heavy and stuff like that, and a little bit of like a guitar solo going, and then again you can really hear the keyboard nice and clear. Another really good thing about this song. And the ending, when the singer was just kind of going, that kind of thing, with the music, it sounded just really, really nice. Really, really nice. A great way to kind of end the song. So that's the good. But the what I didn't care for so much. First, the big thing is that the vocals just blended in with the music too much. I just could not hear. I don't think I understood a single word, to be honest. One single word that was sung in this song. I couldn't hear her. The music was too overpowering to where I really could not. I was trying with all my might to really really listen and hear, but I could not really hear the vocals very well. I mean, I heard the vocals, but I couldn't really hear the words or anything like that. It just melded in with the music too much. So I don't know if like in the mixing, the vocals need to be boosted or the music kind of reduce. Something's going on in there to where it just all kind of mixes in together. Now I will say in the verses, I didn't mind it so much just because kind of the nature of the song, it added a little bit of a ethereal, almost like magical kind of quality to it, the way the vocal melody was with the music, and you just kind of heard her voice. So it was kind of like, all right, if this is kind of something they're going for in the verses, yeah, I can kind of go with it, even though I can't really hear what she's saying. It sounded nice. But then when the chorus comes along, I feel like the issue just gets a little worse, and then you continue to not still be able to really hear the vocals clearly, and so then it just gets to be kind of like, oh, okay, I can't really hear what's going on, and also in the chorus, I feel like there was moments where it just everything, including the individual instruments and everything, just clashed too much to where there were definite moments of chaos, in my opinion, where you know it just didn't sound tight. It just all kind of just started blending, and you kind of heard various things going, and I couldn't really get a nice rhythm going, especially kind of in the chorus and whatnot, and I could kind of hear the melody, but again, it all just gets lost in the music. So there was never really kind of particularly a vocal melody that is memorable, because it just gets lost in kind of the chaos a little bit. So yeah, I like a lot of the individual parts. Like I like their style, and I can kind of hear what the song could have been, but the final product, or what we're given here, it just feels like it's not hitting to its fullest. Now, whether that's just in the mixing or whatnot, I'm not sure. But I think perhaps the arrangements, or in the songwriting, it just needs to be a little tighter, so that you can really, everything is working in tandem together, and yeah, you have a lot of different elements going on, but it just needs to flow and sound clean, and sound like it's all working together and not against itself. And I guess that's the best way I can describe this song, is that I feel like all of the elements, all of the instruments and the vocals and everything, it was just working against each other instead of with. So it didn't sound like the song was just kind of flowing nicely, and all the music just combining well and just intertwining, but you could hear it all distinct, and it all just was working toward the same purpose. It just kind of sounded like everything was again just kind of working against each other. Uh, so that's really the best way I can describe it. So I don't know. It just would need to be tweaked, in my humble opinion. Just tweaked some. All of the layers, all of the instruments taken out separately again, and kind of reworked, and just yeah. I mean, just reworked so that it all just works together. I don't know. It's hard for me to get technical on all this stuff. I don't know the real ins and outs of like the mixing and then the recording and the layering and all that kind of stuff. But something just ain't adding up here. It just wasn't working. It didn't sound smooth. Again, it just sounded like it's all working against each other. So I don't know. If I was given the arduous task of trying to work this out, it's almost as if you have like a bundle of like a knot of yarn or something, and you need to untangle all of that and then lay it together, or make a braid out of it. Yeah, it's like you have a knot, but all these strands. You got some top quality strands of yarn here, folks. Uh, but it's all in a knot. It's all stuck. And so you need to take each of those lovely pieces of yarn out, those lovely strands of yarn, lay them all flat, and then work them together into a nice, intricate, beautiful braid. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I lost y'all with that one, but yeah, that's the best way I could describe this song. So, you know, they look cool, these folks. They got the look, they have the talent, the individual musicianship here, and the vocals, I can tell there's some solid vocals there, but again, it was hard to hear them. But, there was moments where, yeah, I just want to hear her more. I want to be able to hear her more clearly, because I think she's got a good voice, and especially there at the end when her voice was a little bit more above the music, and it just sounded really nice. So yeah, it's like the talent is here. They got a cool look. That one guitar, it was like an axe. It looked sick, like a battle axe, like a dual-sided battle axe kind of deal. So that was cool, and I like the vibe. It's just, yeah, when it was all put together, it became a knot. And yeah, that's really my 2 cents here. But definitely a band I'm going to keep my eye on. Definitely a band that I want to listen to as they release new material, and kind of see where it goes, or maybe even go back and listen to some previous material out of curiosity, because my curiosity has peaked. It's just this particular song just didn't do it for me. But I guess at the end of the day, it piqued my curiosity still. But I'm a curious person by nature, so I don't know if that's saying too much. But anywho, those are my thoughts on this one here. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought of it. Have you heard of this band before? Have you listened to previous material? What's that like? What's the band like outside of this song? And what are your thoughts on this song in particular? Let's talk about it in the comments down below, and I'll catch you all next time. Ranger.